Today, you're going to learn how to make soft caramel, perfect for fillings and desserts. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more recipes like this one. In the pan, I add 200 g of granulated sugar, 80 milliliters of water, and 80 g of corn syrup. The corn syrup is essential for a smooth and soft caramel, and I'll explain why in a moment. I stir just until the sugar is completely dissolved. Turn on the stove and place the pan over medium heat, stirring slowly. Once it starts boiling, I don't stir anymore. This prevents crystallization and ensures a perfect caramel. Now, just wait until the caramel reaches a golden amber color, which takes about 5 to 8 minutes. But why use corn syrup? It prevents the sugar from forming crystals and makes the caramel more elastic and creamy, perfect for fillings or cutting without breaking. Now comes an important detail: the temperature. For a soft caramel that can be cut once cooled, it needs to reach 244 to 248 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the ideal point. If you have a thermometer, just measure and turn off the heat as soon as it reaches that temperature. But if you don't have a thermometer, you can test with cold water. Just drop a little caramel into a cup of ice water. It should form a malleable ball that you can shape with your fingers without breaking apart. As soon as the caramel reaches the right temperature, I add 80 g of unsalted butter, cut into pieces and stir until fully melted. The butter adds shine, smooths the flavor and gives a velvety touch, making the caramel even more delicious. Now 120 milliliters of canned heavy cream is added gradually. At this point, the caramel will bubble up a lot, but just keep stirring until it becomes smooth. Since we're using canned heavy cream, it's important to stir it beforehand to mix the cream with the liquid. I return it to the heat and let it cook for another 5 minutes on low heat to reach the perfect consistency. Creamy but firm enough to cut once cooled. I finish with 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. The salt balances the sweetness, and the vanilla adds that special touch. Now just pour the caramel into a silicone mold. Here I used a mold about 10 by 5 inches. Or a mold lined with parchment paper. I would grease the paper with butter first to ensure it doesn't stick, and let it cool completely. Since I needed my caramels quickly, I placed them in the freezer for an hour because I was in a hurry to use them. And guess what? I actually found it better. Even though it was a bit firmer to cut, it didn't stick to the knife. That's a golden tip. Look at this incredible texture. Now that the caramel is ready, how about using this delicious treat to fill a super soft cookie? The recipe video is already on the channel. Just click on the card appearing on the screen. If you enjoyed this recipe, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more delicious treats like this. See you next time.